Hello basketball coaches and basketball players, my name is Alan from Al's Basketball Training, and today I'm going to talk to you about what all great NBA three-point shooters have in common, what they do, their form, and how they shoot the ball. Now, starting off, I'm going to be comparing players like Klay Thompson, Steph Curry, pretty much any great player. So Ray Allen is another one of them. Those players were elite, amazing three-point shooters in basketball. Larry Bird is another one, and they all have essentially the same form. So let's get down to it. Okay, so starting off the bat, the biggest thing that all of these players have in common, actually Bronny James is another player who is going to be coming into the league very soon, who has a very good jump shot. And that all starts with not shooting from the hip. So we see players like Steph Curry when he was younger, they'd be shooting from the hip and going up from there. You would also see players like right now LaMelo Ball, who shoots like this from his chest. Those are things that younger kids do when they cannot get the ball up high enough to shoot the ball. Their muscular strength isn't there. But if you've been working out, or if you're just strong enough to be able to do the proper form, or if you're just a kid who wants to shoot properly, these are the players to watch for. Larry Bird, Ray Allen, a lot of different players. Steph Curry is another really good one. Klay Thompson is probably one of the best shooters with shooting form in the league. And the number one thing is when they're shooting the ball, wherever they're shooting, that elbow is pointing towards the rim. So what I mean by that, let's say you're the rim right now, that would mean that I'm going to be shooting with this lower arm, this upper arm right here. That's going to be my target, my aim. Where am I shooting? Am I shooting over here? Am I shooting over here? No, the rim is right here, so I'm going to be shooting right towards you. Next is this part of my arm. If it starts leaning out this way, that means that it's going to start shooting off in that direction because, of course, you're shooting like this. If it's too far in, you're going to be shooting out towards the right side. Now, going from there, this is going to give you perfect form. So if you can put your arm straight out and then straight up, that's going to give you really good form. Going from there, you want to have a little bit of space between your fingers, which Klay Thompson has explained before in one of his videos, how he's able to shoot so well. So we've got our target, we've got our aim, we've got the ability to control the ball. What else do great shooters do? Well, they have the ball spin off their middle finger. And that's because the middle finger is the biggest, longest finger on your hand. So you're able to get, if it goes off that one last, it's going to go straight. If it goes off those two fingers, it's going to go right. If it goes off those two fingers, it's going to go left. So going from there, we've got our upper body. Perfect. Now, what do we need to do? We need to get our lower body perfect. So how we do that is we try to square our hips towards the rim. That's also squaring our shoulders towards the rim as well. And we see Klay Thompson do this perfectly. His body is square towards the basket when he shoots. Another thing that really great shooters do, Michael Jordan does this, Klay Thompson does this a ton, Steph Curry does this. All the really great shooters, actually Kawhi Leonard is another player who does this. They're actually looking right at the rim before they shoot so that they know exactly where they're aiming for. They're zeroing in on, hey, I need to shoot. They're looking at the rim and they're going to shoot. They're not looking at their defender, and then all of a sudden take a look at the rim and shoot. No, they're looking at the rim before they actually shoot. Even if they're crossing somebody up, they've just crossed somebody up, they're already looking at the rim to shoot. If they're rolling off of a screen, they're already looking and they're about to shoot. This is what great players do. So they've got their lower body and upper body squared towards the basket. They have their aim. They have their target. Then when they're coming off of the screen or if they're pulling up for a shot, they're zeroing in with their eyes to see what they're aiming for. So that when they do pull up like this, they already know if my arm is in this direction, facing this direction, being straight up, we're going to be able to have a straight, perfect shot. That's why these players shoot at such a high percentage. And you see Lonzo Ball shooting like this, and he's shooting less than 20% threes. This is why. Now, I feel like a broken record saying this. I feel like I've been saying how to shoot for many, many years, but I still get people on Reddit. I still see people in the comments saying, you can shoot any way you'd like as long as you get it in. Sure. But, sure, look at LaMelo Ball. He is a fantastic shooter going from his chest. He is a really good shooter going from his chest. But you also have to keep in mind, especially when you start getting older, we now see him in the Australian League. We're going to be seeing him in the NBA soon. He's not going to be able to shoot many shots from his chest. You have to remember, if you're shooting from your chest, this is a lot lower of a shot to block than this shot. This is a lot harder to block. It's a good 6 to 10 inches or more higher up. So instead of shooting from here, if you're shooting from here, you're now getting a lot higher arc for one, but you're keeping it away from getting blocked. So you have a little bit less of a percentage of yourself getting your shot blocked if you're shooting from up here versus down here. This is why I think LaMelo Ball is not going to be a really extreme three-point shooter like we see Steph Curry and Klay Thompson be doing in the NBA right now, because he shoots from his chest. He has a quick release, sure. He has a very accurate shot, sure. But we have players who are a lot stronger and a lot faster in the NBA. So by shooting down here, you will be getting your shot blocked a lot more. I hope that this video has helped you become a better basketball player. If it has, hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow for another Twice a Day basketball video.